Hey guys, so welcome to our YouTube channel. And as you can see, I'm sitting in my car waiting to pick up my kids essentially. Now, I know you might think it's a little bit weird that I'm doing a video while in my car, but to be honest, I have a busy day, busy life going on. So, the luxury of sitting at a desk and doing my videos is far and few. So whenever I get the chance, I'll find the time to make a video. This is as ideal as it gets for me, to be honest. So I want to make the most of it, and I want to give you guys content that you can use and understand, and hopefully find very helpful. So the things I wanted to talk about today are 4 things that you should ask your physical therapist. Now, I've been a PT for about 11 years, and just going through some life experiences, I realized there's just some things that you and your PT should have a conversation about, so you're on the same page. So here we go. Okay, number 1 is, what should I expect during physical therapy? Now, I know it's a basic question because some of you have experienced PT, some of you have an understanding of what we do, but each clinic is slightly different. The way they treat is different. I went to school at a certain place, and another staff may have gone at a different place, and we've got all various types of experiences, right? So we use what we've got and the further training that we've gotten to incorporate that into our treatment. But the ultimate goal should always be that we meet your needs. So that question, what should I expect during physical therapy? Is it exercise based? Is it manual therapy based, meaning like being stretched or being manipulated and that sorts of things? Or am I going to be seen with an assistant? Am I going to be seen with an aide, or am I seeing you full time? Those are great questions to ask, because if that need doesn't fit you, and you're looking for a certain thing, or a certain way of being treated, then maybe you look for another clinic. So number 2, okay, number 2 is, how many days a week should I do these exercises that are prescribed? Everybody knows physical therapy, they'll give you exercises to work on at home. So, honest question, right? Most of us have busy lives. Most of us don't have time to do exercises every day. So I think that's something you need to ask and have an expectation about, because I'm a PT, but I can't do all of these exercises every day. Honestly, I don't have enough time in the day to do it. So the goal would be, when you think about that, you think about what the patient's situation is, and to determine, okay, what works for you and me together. Let's set up a plan. Okay, these are when you should try to do it. And maybe that way it's easier for you to achieve, because in the long run, if you don't do the exercises or the stretches, you're not going to get better. To be honest, you won't. That's our bread and butter. We need you guys to be involved. We need you to do things and take charge of your health. So if you can't do these exercises because of these certain situations, or just the crazy amount of work hours you're having, or whatever, that's a conversation to have, okay, with them. Now, the next question would be, how long are we going to be working together? Or how long should it take for my pain to get better? I guess it's a 2-part question. So I'll try to combine them together. How long should it take for me to feel better? And that question is very tricky, because a lot of people have that expectation that they want to be seen like 2 to 3 times a week, and they want to come and they exercise and do all this stuff, and that's great, but that's not necessarily PT, right? Because that's called personal training. That's called going to the gym. With physical therapy, most of the time you'll have a prescription from the doctor to say you have X amount of visits. Now, caveat with Physio First, you don't have that, because we're all cash based. So it's as needed, when you want, however many times you want. And that's the biggest difference between cash based and insurance based. And maybe that's a video for next time. That's a good thing. I'll try to do a video for next time for that, okay? But how long should it take for you to get better, right? Because I want to talk about something real quick. tissue healing. Okay, that's how long it should take. And you're like, what is tissue healing, right? Tissue healing is anything that requires stretching or strengthening. You're looking at maybe 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so if you're not getting better in 6 to 8 weeks, then chances are physical therapy is not working for you. Now, we don't say that we can heal everything, right? Not everything can be fixed with PT, and I'm sure you understand that. But after about 2 months, if there's no change in what you're feeling, then maybe something's going on, right? And then we can dive so deep into that question, and there's so many layers to that. But in general, probably about 2 months is what it takes. Unless you're like a neuro patient, right? Like a stroke, some type of brain injury, then you're looking at long-term physical therapy. But most orthopedic physical therapy injuries is about 2 months. Okay, last thing to talk about now is what are your physical therapy goals? So I say that because one example I have is say your goals don't align with our goals, meaning maybe your goal is, I want to do this functional activity. I want to go back to running, but the therapist does all these exercises and all these things together working with you, and in the end you still can't run. So have they achieved what you're trying to get out of physical therapy? Probably not, right? So our goals have to align with your goals. That's something to talk about at the beginning of your evaluation. You want to say, these are my goals for physical therapy. This is what I want to get out of it. If it's as simple as, I don't want to be in pain anymore, great, that's easy. If your goal is, I want to go hike this mountain now, I want to go back to kayaking, or I want to go back to playing with my kids, picking up my dog, right? It's very specific. So that specificity helps us to determine what you need and what treatment we can give you. So again, those are just 4 simple things that you want to talk about with your physical therapist. I encourage you to do so whenever you go see them. And I encourage you to keep modifying and keep asking questions. We're here, and our primary goal, again, is to help you get better. So if we cannot meet those needs, something is not right. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that it's a dual effort. We put in the effort, and then you put in the effort. So these are 4 things that I think you can start to talk to your physical therapist about if you have not already. If you're going into an appointment soon for the first time, you probably want to list these out and say, hey, these are some quick things I'd like to go over with you. Hope that helps. Stay tuned for a couple more videos. Thank you for listening and watching and sticking with me through this. If you like it, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.